Hello, and welcome back to the Listen to Speak podcast. I'm Sarah, and I'm really happy to have you here with me today. In this episode, we're going to talk about something simple, powerful, and truly life-changing: healthy habits. Now, don't worry, this is not a science lesson. We're not counting calories or reading medical charts. We're talking about real life. The small choices that shape your day, your energy, your mood, and even your English learning. And as you listen, you'll be improving your English naturally without pressure. So get comfortable, take a deep breath, and let's begin. Starting the morning with intention. I truly believe that the way you start your morning can set the tone for your entire day. For me, healthy habits begin the moment I open my eyes. I try not to reach for my phone right away. Instead, I sit up slowly, stretch my arms, and take a few deep breaths. It helps me wake up gently instead of rushing into stress. Then, I drink a glass of water. It's such a small thing, but it gives me a surprising burst of energy, even more than coffee sometimes. After that, if the weather is nice, I go for a short walk outside. Nothing intense, just 10 minutes of fresh air, a bit of sunshine, and quiet time with my thoughts. It makes me feel grounded and ready for the day. Caring for the mind. Healthy habits are not only about the body. Your mind needs attention too. One of my favorite habits is taking 10 minutes of silence. Some people call it meditation, but honestly, you don't need a special cushion or a perfect posture. For me, it simply means no screens, no noise, just breathing and being present. It clears my mind, makes me more patient, and helps me make better choices during the day. Another habit I love is reading. I try to read for 15 to 20 minutes every evening. Not on my phone. I prefer real books or an e-reader. Reading helps me relax and also improves my vocabulary, especially when the book is slightly above my level. Eating well without overthinking. A healthy diet doesn't have to be complicated. I don't follow strict rules or count every calorie. I just try to eat real food: fruits, vegetables, whole grains, protein, things that make my body feel good. If I'm hungry, I eat. If I'm full, I stop. And yes, I absolutely enjoy a piece of chocolate sometimes. Healthy habits are not about perfection. They're about balance. I also drink water throughout the day. I always carry a bottle with me, whether I'm working, traveling, or recording the podcast. Staying hydrated keeps my mind clear and my body energized. Moving your body every day. Movement is essential, but it doesn't need to be complicated. Some people love the gym, others don't, and that's okay. I don't exercise for hours. I just make sure I move a little every day. Sometimes I walk, sometimes I stretch, and sometimes I dance in my room to my favorite songs. It's fun, and it instantly improves my mood. If you don't like traditional exercise, find something you enjoy. Dancing, swimming, gardening, anything that gets your body moving counts. Finding balance with technology. Technology is helpful, but it can easily take over our lives. That's why I try to create a digital balance. For example, I don't check my phone during meals. And at night, I avoid screens at least 30 minutes before bed. Instead, I listen to music or read something simple. I also turned off unnecessary notifications. My phone used to buzz every few minutes. Messages, news, social media. Now, only important things come through, and I feel much more focused and calm. And the power of rest. Many people forget this, but rest is a healthy habit too. Your body needs recovery just as much as it needs movement. I try to go to bed at the same time every night. Before sleeping, I slow down, I wash my face, make some tea, and sometimes I write a few lines in a small notebook. Just simple thoughts or things I'm grateful for. Good sleep changes everything. It improves my mood, my energy, and even my ability to learn languages. Staying consistent without relying on motivation. Motivation feels great, but it doesn't last. That's why I try to rely on systems instead of emotions. For example, I don't ask myself, do I feel like walking today? I simply go. It's part of my routine. I make it easy. My shoes are all ready by the door. My bottle is ready. My playlist is set. And I celebrate small wins. If I drank more water today, great job. If I avoided too much screen time, amazing. Small wins create momentum. Healthy habits you can start today. Before we end, let's review a few simple habits you can try. Drink a glass of water every morning. Take a short walk. Eat balanced meals most of the time. Take 10 minutes of quiet or breathing. Reduce screen time, especially before bed. Move your body in a way you enjoy. Protect your sleep. And celebrate small improvements. You don't need to do all of these at once. Just choose one. Make it yours. Let it become natural, and then add another. Building habits that fit your life. Here's something important I've learned. Healthy habits should adapt to your life, not the other way around. Some people wake up early. Some people stay up late. Some have busy jobs, families, or stressful routines. So your habits don't need to look like anyone else's. If you only have 5 minutes, that's enough. If all you can do is stretch your shoulders or drink one extra glass of water, that's still progress. Healthy habits grow slowly, like a plant. You don't pull the plant to make it grow faster, you just take care of it consistently. Give yourself permission to start small. Give yourself permission to grow at your own speed. Listening to your body. One of the kindest habits you can create is learning to listen to your body. Your body speaks in simple ways. Fatigue means slow down. Hunger means feed me. Stress means pause for a moment. Pain means something needs attention. Energy means you're doing something right. We often ignore these signals because we're busy, distracted, or worried about being productive. But when you begin listening, really listening, you discover that your body is much wiser than you think. Some days you'll feel strong and energized. Some days you'll feel slower and softer. Both are normal. Both are allowed. Protecting your environment. A healthy life isn't just about what you do, it's about what surrounds you. Your environment can make good habits easier or harder. For example, if fruit is visible on the counter, you'll eat more of it. If your workout clothes are ready, you're more likely to move. If your phone is in another room, you sleep better. If your desk is clear, you focus faster. Your environment shapes your behavior without you even realizing it. So instead of forcing yourself to be disciplined, try adjusting your space. Make the healthy choice the easy choice. Being kind to yourself on the bad days. Let's be honest, everyone has bad days. Days when you skip your walk, eat too much junk food, stay on your phone late, or feel unmotivated. These days don't ruin your progress. They're part of the journey. When I have a bad day, I remind myself, one difficult day doesn't define me. I can start fresh tomorrow. Every healthy journey has ups and downs. Self-kindness is not laziness, it's emotional strength. You will grow much more with compassion than with pressure. Why healthy habits help you learn English. This might surprise you, but your physical and mental habits directly affect your ability to learn a language. When you drink water, sleep well, and move your body, your brain becomes more focused and more open to new information. When you reduce stress, the part of your brain responsible for memory works better. When you create routines, your brain naturally absorbs more English because you're learning in a calm, steady rhythm, not in chaos. And when you feel good, confident, and balanced, speaking becomes easier. So remember, improving your English isn't just about studying. It's about taking care of the machine that does the learning, your body and your mind. There's one last message I want to leave with you today. Something simple, but deeply true. You are enough. Right now, exactly as you are. You don't need to be perfect to improve your life. You don't need to compare yourself to anyone. You already have everything you need to become the best version of yourself, step by step, day by day. Believe in your potential. Believe in your strength. And most importantly, love yourself along the way. Be gentle with your heart. Be patient with your progress. And live each moment with intention and kindness. Because you deserve a life that feels good. You deserve peace, joy, and growth. So why not start today? Why not choose yourself? Why not live each moment with love? Thank you so much for being here with me in this episode. If you enjoyed this time together, make sure to subscribe to the Listen to Speak podcast so you never miss an episode that helps you grow in English and in life. Take care of yourself, stay kind, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.